Alan Rozenshtein with us right now, the former Justice Department national security lawyer, associate professor of law at the University of Minnesota. He knows of what he speaks. Alan, very good to have you. Do you expect the judge would release this? I mean, obviously there are national security concerns. At least that's the read we're getting from the Justice Department. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's highly unlikely, as the previous speaker pointed out, that the judge would release this in unredacted form. It's possible that it will be released in redacted form, but it will probably be so redacted that it'll basically be a bunch of black boxes on a white page in a way that's not very helpful to anyone.
Would it have been helpful, or could it be helpful to Donald Trump, who has urged doing just that? Or is he just calling their bluff?
I think he's mostly calling their bluff. I suspect that if the information is released, it's actually going to be quite bad for Donald Trump. And the only way it could be helpful is, again, if it allows him to figure out who the informants are within his organization. But for precisely that reason, it's unlikely that the judge will grant the motion to disclose an unredacted copy.
You know, it's always hard to say, especially when a lot of the press coverage, maybe to your point, they're not knowing about what's in this thing, have used anonymous sources. So I'm always leery of going through coverage like that. But if there's reluctance to release the affidavit, it must be concern, or you'd think at face value concern, that it would compromise security details or the very reason for the raid itself. Is there a litmus test for doing this sort of thing, for releasing affidavits at all?
There's no litmus test, but it's important to understand that affidavits are not generally released before there's an indictment, precisely because before there's an indictment, there's an ongoing criminal investigation, and you don't release details about that to the public. So while it's understandable that news organizations want to know, the public wants to know, I certainly want to know what's in that affidavit, the Department of Justice is trying to prosecute this, do this investigation like it would do any investigation. And for that reason, it's not surprising at all that they would resist releasing the affidavit, and I don't think a judge is going to have real problems with that, because that's just normal practice.
All right, we'll watch it closely. So if you're a betting man, Alan, it seems that you're saying the judge will not release this period.
Not in a way that's at least useful to people who want to know what's in it.
Got it. That's well said. That's a very lawyerly answer. Alan, thank you very, very much.